I'm in southeast Washington, a little town called Dayton, on the Touchet River. Today, I'm going to be winter fly fishing and taking a look at this. The Seiko SRPG17, the land tortoise. Let's go. It's late winter. The holidays have all passed. The salmon have all spawned, and the steelhead, they're just getting into the spawning grounds. For many, the same headwaters that they were born in years earlier. When I go fishing, for me, a huge part of the experience is just unplugging, reconnecting with the outdoors. None of us get as many days fishing as we'd like to have, so every day spent on the river is special. Steelhead are incredibly difficult to catch. With their already very low population numbers, it's, I think, the hardest fly fishing there is. And for me, that's what makes it so cool. You have to be okay with not catching a fish. You can't expect to catch a steelhead. When you go fishing for steelhead, just for the day, you can't expect to catch a fish. You have to be okay going fishing, enjoying your time on the water. And if you're lucky, you just might have an encounter. When you're on the river, you're part of it. You're sending that fly out there, and your fly is probing through all of the water, the depths, across the current swinging, and you're covering it, and you're searching for that one fish that may or may not be out there, and you're just hoping he's out there, and he feels like coming to that fly. When that line comes tight and you feel that grab, it's pure magic. Confidence is key. You gotta know you're gonna find that fish in that run. You just have to believe it. And if you believe it, it will happen. It's a fine line between knowing and wanting. Steelhead are known as the fish of 1,000 casts, meaning for every 1,000 casts you make, you'll catch one. Some days you time it just perfect, the flows, the temperature of the water, its color, all align, and you're on the river at just the right moment when a large number of fish are moving through, and it'll seem like you can't not catch a fish. But the universe will balance the scales, and it may be days or even years until you catch the next one. You have to play the long game. You have to ride out the no-fish days, just like the 2 I spent filming this. You know, for a long time, I was a one-and-done watch kind of guy. And I'd wear a watch for a decade or better until I either destroyed it or I got bored with it. Here recently, mostly because of this channel, I've actually had a watch box with more than 1 or 2 styles of watches in it. The Seiko Prospex SRPG17, the land tortoise. This is the black dial with the gilt hands and indice version. I also have the rose gold colored version as well. This just might be, in the sub $1,000 price range, the best one and done watch there is. There's a lot of watches out there that can kind of claim that they're a multi-role fighter, and this is definitely one of those watches. For more aggressive outdoor things, you can dress it down with a NATO strap, or you can dress it up with a nice beautiful leather strap or a stainless bracelet. And when it's on a leather strap, it's quite suitable to wear under a nice French cuff, going to church or a nice dinner out. Throw it on a stainless bracelet, and it's the perfect watch for an afternoon on the tennis court or a day spent on the golf course. Even though it's large in size, the Seiko turtle case wears so small because of that beveled cushion design that they use. Full articulation of the wrist, doesn't dig into your hand at all, and with the crown at the 4 o'clock position, it just further enhances that comfort. This is a very slim watch at less than 12 millimeters thick, so it slips nicely up underneath a cuff. In fact, it's kind of a hard watch to film because it's always disappearing up underneath my sleeve. Sapphire crystal finally on sub $500 Seikos, which is a welcome sight, long overdue, and I'd like to see it expanded across to other models of their watches as well. Now this watch does retail for about $550 direct from Seiko, but a half lazy search online, you can find them at pretty steep discounts. I got this one for $298. Now if I was a one watch guy, this is exactly the type of watch I would purchase. It's relatively affordable, it's tough, looks good, and just by swapping out the strap or the bracelet, it quickly becomes more than just a tool watch. And it's a very effective multi-role fighter, just as suitable at church or a nice dinner out or a day at the barbecue. Well, that's it, everybody. That's steelhead fishing. The fishing is always fantastic, but the catching sometimes isn't so great. I hope you enjoyed this little look of a slice of my Pacific Northwest playground, and I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the Seiko land tortoise even more. I sure enjoy it. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.